Skully is a charming platforming adventure that's available now on Nintendo Switch. Roll into the action with 3 forms that aid in overcoming environmental obstacles, hop over platforms in danger as a boney hero, and save the island from a familial feud. Skully, also called Skelly, Skellies, Skullsy, Skullzies, Skully, Skullz, Scummy Top, Tops or Caps but widely known as Skully, is a children's game played on the streets of New York City and other urban areas. Sketched on the street usually in chalk, a Skully or Skelly board allows a game for 2 to 6 players. A sidewalk is sometimes used, offering greater protection from vehicular traffic. However, the asphalt on a typical city street is smoother and provides better gameplay than a bumpy concrete sidewalk. Game time varies, but a match of 2 to 3 players is usually completed in 20 minutes. Local variations in rules are common and make it difficult to document the game. Rule variations are agreed upon by players before starting a game, especially when players from different neighborhoods play against each other. How is the Skully board? The Skully field of play, or board, is a large square approximately 6 feet (2 meters) a side. This board is drawn on a flat surface, such as the pavement of a street or playground. At each corner and along the edges of the board are drawn 12 smaller squares, called boxes, of about 6 inches (15 centimeters) a side each. See diagram. These boxes are labeled 1, 2, 12 in a pattern so that the path from one square to the next requires, as much as possible, crossing through a large center square called the skull or Skully, hence the name of the game. Boxes 1 and 2 are in opposite corners of the board, as are 3 and 4. In the center of the skull, a 13th box is drawn at the same size as the other boxes and is labeled 13. The areas around the 13 box are marked with skulls or numbers, and describe a penalty area where players are not meant to shoot their game pieces, called caps. A short distance from the 1 box is found a start line approximately 6 inches long. The dimensions of the Skully board can vary depending upon physical restrictions and neighborhood gameplay practices. Earlier versions of the board had only 9 boxes, and boards used in the similar games like Deadbox, played mainly in Philadelphia, have upwards of 15 boxes. In some layouts, the central area is labeled mud, and if your bottle cap lands in the mud you lose 3 turns. The 13 is in a small circle in the middle of the mud.